Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 5, roads are shut down. Firefighters in nearly triple-digit heat are battling a large wildfire in Umatilla County. We're live at the scene.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
We begin with breaking news this Wednesday evening. I'm Wendy Redman. Let's get straight to our top story. We have live team coverage. My co-anchor Austin is in Umatilla County right now, bringing us the very latest on a wildfire very large in size near Hermiston. And Stacy Lee is standing by with information on this first alert weather day due to the high fire risk. First, we go live to Hermiston. Austin, what are you seeing and what are you learning there about this fire?
Yeah, and good afternoon, Wendy. Hi, everybody. We are in northern Oregon. We are right off Columbia River Highway, Highway 730. We are kind of nearby the correctional facility. We were hoping to get a little closer to the fire, but we hit some traffic on our way from the Tri-Cities area. I don't have a lot of information at this hour, but I do want to step off the camera right now, at least be in front of it, and if we can zoom in a little bit towards the fire, we know that this is now listed as 1,000 acres. 1,000 acres. I'm not sure if we can, let's see if we can do this real quick, kind of give you a better look. We are seeing that black smoke in the air, which is very dangerous. So that's basically all we have at this hour. I do know air support has been requested. We also know that parts of the highway, the Columbia River Highway, is shut down right now. Level 3 go now evacuations are in effect for some residents. So just stay with me and stay with us here at Apple Valley News for the very latest, and I'll send it back to you guys in the studio. We're still waiting to hear about evacuation centers. So, Wendy?
All right, Austin, stay safe out there. We'll check back in with you later and see if we can learn more information. We continue our team coverage now with First Alert's Stacy Lee. Now, Stacy, you and Josh have been talking about high risk of fire all week. You could just hear the winds out there during Austin's live shot. What can you tell us about the evacuations in Umatilla County and then some other areas of our region that are also dealing with wildfires right now?
Yeah, Wendy, you know, the red flag warning is in place till 9 o'clock tonight. We've been talking about fire danger extreme for the last several days, and here we go. We had several fires, by the way, in and around the Tri-Cities last night. This one, Umatilla County, your green is level 1, be ready. Red, this area here from, let's see, Columbia River Highway all the way down Walls Road and off is level 3, go now. Folks living in that area need to get out. Be set to go if you live in this region here, Columbia River Highway. Again, we'll have this posted on our website to keep you informed. Again, east of Walls Road, Tabor Road, and Marks Road need to go now. So that's what's happening there. That's the Cold Spring fires in Umatilla. And again, it's grown to 1,000 acres in a very quick amount of time. And as you can hear Austin out there, the wind. We've also been tracking this wildfire in Yakima all afternoon. Check that one out. It started way over here and it's burned its way. You can see the wind pushing this fire as well as our camera is bouncing around in Yakima. So that's a vegetation fire, 2200 block of East Viola Avenue in Yakima. They're having folks be ready. It's in the green level in case that fire continues to spread. Don't have a lot of information on that. Keys Road fire in Yakima, that's what it's called. Be set, get ready to go for those regions. Look at these winds, Wendy. It is wild. It is very windy, and that's going to be the situation tonight. We'll see some relief from those winds overnight into tomorrow, but right now, treacherous conditions for our firefighters. Wendy?
All right, staying on the fire watch now with the 4th of July right around the corner, the Department of Natural Resources and the Washington State Commissioner of Public Lands is calling on people to do their part in helping to reduce wildland fires. He says the use of fireworks is one of the highest risks for fires, and that last year in Washington State, There were 270 fires from fireworks alone. He says he encourages people to still have fun and barbecue and spend time with their families, but to also be safe.
Let's make sure that our fireworks are used legally and safely. If we're drinking alcohol, don't play with fire. Make sure we supervise young people. Also, a lot of people are camping over the 4th of July weekend. Let's make sure our campfires are out cold to the touch. If we're hauling RVs or boats, make sure you don't have a metal chain that's dragging and causing sparks.
He also adds to make sure you're not parking on dry grass if you need to pull over to the side of the road while you're on the interstate. New tonight, with the dangerous heat lately, many of us can escape into the air conditioning, but that's not an option for everyone. Some of the hardest working folks this week, food truck crews trying to stay cool while cooking in triple-digit temps. The team at Hot Mess Food Truck says they're doing everything they can to beat the heat, drinking lots of water, taking breaks, and keeping cool air moving inside the truck. But even with fans and open windows, the whole kitchen can feel like an oven. Owners tell us if it gets too dangerous, they won't hesitate to shut it down.
I work with one of my best friends and my wife, and so kind of knowing each other to the point of being like, no, you're not working at your best, you're not feeling good, I need you to go step back, sit down, I need you to stand back. I don't need you to try and play the hero and push through it. I don't want to see you fall, I don't want to see you get hurt.
They say they stay hydrated and keep cool towels around them. They also have a specialty kitchen they can go inside to cool off, because at the end of the day, they say it's just a job and health is most important. Before you head out on the Columbia River to beat the heat, the Benton County Sheriff's Office has some safety reminders for you. Deputies say having enough life jackets for everyone on board is key. They say they've had to rescue more than a dozen people in recent years who weren't wearing one. Stay alert, avoid overloading boats with too many people, and operate vessels safely, especially near shallow areas.
On the sides of the river now, the river will get shallow and there will be rocks just below the surface of the river. I've seen people hit those rocks on jet skis and go flying off of their jet skis, get cracked skulls, cracked ribs, and have to pull them out of the water and get them to the hospital right away. So just be careful.
Deputies say it's illegal to drink alcohol while operating a boat. They'll be out this weekend making sure everyone is staying safe. The Columbia Snake River Irrigators Association is calling for more transparency from the Washington State Department of Ecology over how the state handles its interruptible water rights program. The association represents a large number of irrigators who draw water from the Snake and Columbia rivers. They're raising concerns over a decades-old regulation that allows the state to cut off certain water rights during severe droughts. Recently, the Department of Ecology introduced a new program to manage those interruptible rights, but the association says the program is unnecessary with current water levels, and the group says there is no public comment period before the policy rollout.
There was no consultation with key stakeholders like the irrigators, and it has not been vetted at all. That's a major failure when you're trying to implement any large-scale public policy.
The association is meeting with the Department of Ecology to discuss the future of the program. Big news out of Idaho. Brian Kohberger officially pleaded guilty to killing 4 University of Idaho students. It's all part of a plea agreement that spares him the death penalty. Our Austin Reed has the latest developments.
The defendant will plead guilty to all 5 counts in the indictment: burglary, felony, and first-degree murder, 4 counts.
A tense scene inside the Ada County courtroom Wednesday. Judge Stephen Hippler confirmed the charges.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Kohberger responding.
Yes.
The reactions have been sharply divided. Families of 2 victims, including Madison Mogan, say they support the plea as a means to swift closure. Meanwhile, Kaylee Gonzalez's father called it a secretive deal, voicing deep disappointment and anger over the absence of a public trial.
This isn't what we should be doing. You don't deal with terrorists, and you don't deal with people who kill your kids in their sleep. So we'll never see this as justice. I'm not liking the fact that there's no guarantee here that this individual is going to share details.
Investigators built their case on DNA evidence, cell phone data, and surveillance footage. Kohberger allegedly bought the murder weapon months prior and returned repeatedly to the area in the days before the killings back on November 13th, 2022. Motive remains undisclosed and may never come to light due to the plea.
I'm a little disappointed that the families won't be able to get closure.
And honestly, sometimes I look at the death penalty as an easy escape.
Sentencing is scheduled for July 23rd. Austin Reed, Apple Valley News Now.
On the burglary charge, Kohberger will face a sentence of 10 years. He will face a life sentence for each of the 4 counts of first-degree homicide. The 5 counts will run consecutively. The federal jury in the Sean Diddy Combs case in New York rendered a split verdict today. Jurors found the hip-hop mogul not guilty on 1 count of racketeering and 2 counts of sex trafficking. Combs was found guilty on 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. Each of the 2 counts carries a sentence of up to 10 years in prison. The judge decided to not grant Combs bail, so he will stay in custody until his sentencing. All right, making a difference now. A Kennewick teen is using her own foster care experience to lift up other kids going through the system. 13-year-old Rylan Simmons knows what it's like to enter a new home with nothing but a cardboard box. Now adopted and a national pageant winner, she's launched a project called Dignity Duffels. Bags filled with essentials like pajamas, toiletries, and a stuffed animal, plus a personal note from her.
Having something from someone who's going through your same experience is very important to show that you will get through the hard moments and that you will go a lot of places, and having something special to look at whenever you're feeling down.
Rylan's goal is to deliver 300 of these duffel bags to foster kids across Washington by the end of the year. We have a link to her Amazon wish list if you would like to help out. Just head on over to AppleValleyNewsNow.com. All right, lots to get to coming up here on Apple Valley News Now live at 5. Protesters in Richland say they're gathering to protect the most vulnerable. Hear their message in a live report from John Dam Plaza. Plus, Stacy is coming back with a look at your full First Alert weather forecast. But first, here's what's coming up on World News Tonight with David Muir.
Coming up tonight, we're tracking breaking news right now. We're live at the courthouse. Word of a partial verdict in the Sean Diddy Combs case, what we just learned. Also, these storms and damaging winds tonight, dangerous driving and flight cancellations across the Northeast. And Diane Sawyer and Charlie Gibson are here next.
Okay, bye.
I met a cute poodle outside.
Oh, really?
She said everyone's talking about you and how you work for free. That can't be true.
Sure it is. When you're injured and have the heavy hitter on your team, we win or it's free.
Free?
Yeah. You don't pay us a penny unless we win for you.
That's doggone crazy.
Hello? Yeah, sure. That cute poodle you were talking to wants to have a play date.
Let's go.
The heavy hitter is one for you. Call 853-2222.
The 4th of July sale is on now at More Furniture with red, white, and blue savings in every department. Just in time for summer entertaining, family gatherings, and holiday celebrations. During the 4th of July sale, you'll get our very best offer. No money down, subtract the sales tax, and absolutely no interest until July 2026. Plus, you'll get free white glove delivery and will remove and donate your gently used pieces locally. Visit your local More Furniture, where everyone gets more for less.
Meet the Moore family. They switched from cable internet to Ziply Fiber and got so much more. Mr. Moore got more upload speed for next level gaming and live streaming to the masses. Mason Moore got even more done for his sneaker business, quickly uploading HD product demos and video conferencing without freezing.
Brad, you're on mute.
And now that her family doesn't need her for tech support, Mrs. Moore has more time to stream games into overtime.
Let's go!
Get more of what you love by switching to Ziply Fiber for $65 less per month than cable at ziplyfiber.com.
Form or function? Should we push the timeline?
Will it hold?
Should we outsource?
What do you think?
Do you engineer it to work?
or design it to move. Give them what they want.
It needs to be taller, faster,
Even cheaper. Or take things to new places. You've got to build the right team. No, that's the one. Revise it, redo it, develop it. Keep pushing until it's right.
Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
50% off annuals and vegetable starts at Queensgate Gardens. It's the end of spring and going fast. Open 10 to 3 on the 4th. Queensgate Gardens, where adventure grows at 50% off.
On behalf of STCU, we want to present you with this $1,000 check.
Brian is the regional logistics leader. He makes sure things are ready when it comes to disaster response.
To nominate someone, click on Volunteers Count at AppleValleyNewsNow.com. Judy Justice.
And I'm just getting started.
Weekdays at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back, everybody. Protesters are out right now in Richland trying to stop what they're calling the One Big Billionaire Bill. They're at John Dam Plaza with their message. That's where we find Apple Valley News Now's Jake Gable. And Jake, what are you learning about this demonstration?
Hey, I am here with the founder of Indivisible Tri-Cities, Lauren Malone. And Lauren, you set up this protest here for the Big Beautiful Bill. Can you tell me a little bit about why you wanted to set this up and why you're opposed to it?
Yeah, so obviously it passed the Senate earlier in the week, and so now it's back to the House. The new House voted to pass it the first time. So we're asking him again this time to reconsider because people in his district, one, we're the largest users of Medicaid in the entire state of Washington, his district, and there are huge cuts to Medicaid. Rural hospitals will suffer from this bill, and so we're here to remind him, by the way, your constituents are full of rural hospitals. We use rural hospitals. And also with the Medicare cuts, there will be nursing homes. 1 in 4 nursing homes they predict will close. And in addition to that, one of our biggest employers, PNNL, we are huge on clean energy here, and energy bills are looking to go up. Jobs will be lost, lots of jobs in the energy sector, and those are all directly related to the people that live here in his district.
And I see a lot of protesters behind us lining the street. Yeah. Do you have a rough estimate about how many people showed out?
Yeah, I think about 100, 125 maybe. That's a rough estimate, yeah.
And just, I guess, if you could say a little bit more about something that you need to get out, if you could, quickly.
Yeah, so, I mean, Indivisible Tri-Cities, we're nonpartisan. We're out here. We are a community of people that want to come together and show our elected officials who we are and what we believe. And I think in the last couple of protests, we've done that. And we called this one very last minute, so this is very great, but it has to be because the bill went back to the House, and so we have an opportunity, and he has voted for impeachment, so there is a small glimmer of hope, but there are a lot of detrimental things in this bill, and it will really hurt our community members, jobs in our district. They're all going to be affected by this bill, so it's a big deal, and to be able to come out and voice our opinions about it, that's what we're here to do.
Well, thank you so much, Lauren, and the protest continuing on until 6 p.m. today. Guys, back to you in the studio.
All right, continuing now to cover late breaking news near Hermiston and Umatilla County. This is a live look of the outskirts of a large wildfire. We are inching our way closer. This is happening east of Walls Road, along Tabor Road, and along Marks Road. We know level 3 evacuations are in place for some folks. Stacy will have more on that in just a moment. As you saw earlier in the broadcast, my co-anchor Austin is out there with our photographer Natalie, and they are monitoring the situation for us, gathering the very latest information. So we're going to hear from them live again in our 6 o'clock news. So make sure you join us for that. But for now, we want to get over to First Alert's Stacy Lee, who is going to update us on the fire danger in our region right now. What's going on, Stacy?
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
Yeah, that's right, Wendy. We've been talking about this day after day. Red flag warnings in place through 9 o'clock tonight. We saw fires through the area last night and now today. Several fires we've been tracking. Cold spring fires, what this one is called, in Umatilla County. Along these roads, there are level 3 evacuations. It spread to 1,000 acres. It started relatively small and it has doubled in size in literally an hour or so. So we've got level 1, be ready in this area here on the map. Down in the red, Walls Road, as we mentioned before, Marks Road, they are at level 3, which means go now. And folks in this section near C Street need to be set. So have your stuff packed and ready to go. And that fire continues to progress. As you saw out there, it is very, very windy. These are future cast winds. And guess what? The winds don't really calm down at all. This is what it looks like at 7. By midnight, still seeing strong gusty winds, starting to calm, but still very windy, especially in the Hermiston area and the Kittitas Valley. Now, tomorrow morning, things will calm down a little bit. Winds are looking much nicer as we get into Thursday, and we're going to have cooler temperatures. So that'll start reducing the fire levels and dangers that we've been dealing with for the last couple of days, those triple-digit heat. We will see winds picking up tomorrow afternoon. Again, a little bit breezy in Hermiston, not bad in the Tri-Cities. We'll also see those strong gusty winds once again in the Kittitas Valley and through the Columbia River Gorge, the Dalles. Now, to add to all of that, we are tracking some thunderstorms kind of heading up towards that region, northeastern Oregon, the corner of Oregon, Wallowa County. So we've been seeing that. This, when I came in from my lunch break, we've been following this fire in the Yakima area, and you can see our camera shaking on top of the Atanum Ridge. Winds are sustained at 18, but the gusts are much higher. Now, this is the Keys Road fire in Yakima. They've got level 2 BSET evacuations for everything up there on your screen. University Parkway, North Keys Road, heading west to the Yakima River and west to the intersection of West Birchfield Road and South Keys Road. So lots going on fire weather-wise, and look at these temperatures. We are nice and hot as we go through the rest of the evening. Those overnight lows will be cooler tonight. We're going to get down to the 50s. So here's our breezy winds. Look at that. We're below 90 and we stay in the 80s right through Saturday. But then we got another warming trend. Get ready for that next heat wave as we move into the middle and later part of next week. Here's what it looks like in Yakima. Again, breezy winds there. Fire danger high, as we say, but things are looking better on that front going forward. Our fuels are going to be not quite as dry and the winds will start to cooperate as we get closer to 4th of July. Here's your 80s for Walla Walla, 90s, and then, yeah, look at Wednesday, 104. So the next heat wave is certainly on the way. But again, that red flag warning, fire danger high, we've been saying it day after day. Yeah. Can't say it enough because how many fires were there last night? It just feels like the scanner is just going off constantly. Yeah. So I know our crews out there running, out there just tirelessly. So thank you very much for all of that work. And we'll keep monitoring all of this for you folks at home. Coming up next on Apple Valley News Now at 5, the Spotlight. Don't go anywhere.
One day, maybe these were your people, or these. But maybe one day you noticed fewer people, which can feel different, but good. Because now, older, we decide what our people means, how we spend time, even who they are. Like us, our people are their own people, and our connections keep us active, sharper, and happier. Find ways to connect with people of all ages at findyourpeoplewa.org.
Hear that? It's the sound of savings at your local Ford dealer. Get a sweet-sounding deal on F-150, Bronco, Bronco Sport, Explorer, Escape, and more. Hurry in today for the sound of savings because a new Ford truck or SUV is calling your name. Just listen to this great offer. Employee pricing ends soon. Get up to $13,000 total savings, only at your local Ford dealer.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino in Yakima. Experience the thrill of our Vegas-style casino, featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and earn exciting rewards. Enjoy games like Blackjack, Pai Gow, and High Card Flush. While you're here, don't forget to unwind with a drink at our cozy bar or enjoy a meal from our restaurant. Come discover Yakima's ultimate entertainment destination, Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
At US Cellular, we created an event to celebrate our customers, like Luana here, called Us Days.
Yeah, they give us special rewards and exclusive deals and everything. It almost feels like we're part of a cool club together.
Sure does.
Slide, connect. Woo, woo, woo. Hug, shake.
Us Days just got bigger. All customers get a free phone with no trade-in.
The sale of the season is here. It's the Star-Spangled 4th of July sale at Furniture Row. That's 11 days where the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend on living, dining, bedroom, and mattresses. Plus, make your cash go further with 60 months no-interest financing. And check out doorbusters while they last. But don't wait. The Star-Spangled 4th of July sale at Furniture Row ends Monday the 7th.
Next ET, Lindsay Lohan's Hollywood evolution from child star to comeback queen with never-before-seen interviews.
I like the attention.
We're unlocking the vault next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Josh Cobra, First Alert Weather on Good Morning Northwest from Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
The spotlight comes from the Yakima Humane Society tonight, and they want to give a big thank you to Forbes Mercy for their support. This year they donated 10,000 microchips, which will provide an entire year's supply for pets. That means thousands of animals will have a better chance of finding their way home. We'll be right back.
ET and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra.
If you have heart failure or chronic kidney disease, Farxiga can help you keep living life, because there are places you'd like to be. Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine and bacterial infection between the anus and genitals, both which may be fatal. Severe allergic reactions, dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections, and low blood sugar. Stop taking and tell your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, rash, swelling, trouble breathing or swallowing. Tell your doctor about lightheadedness, weakness, fever, pain, tenderness, redness or swelling between the anus and genitals. Ask your doctor about Farxiga today.
Farxiga.
Get ready for a night of non-stop fun with Tommy James and the Shondells. Saturday, October 4th, Legends Casino Hotel. A lifetime of hits with the legendary Tommy James and the Shondells. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Saturday, October 4th, Legends Casino Hotel.
Got a birthday coming up, celebrating a big win, or just want to gather the crew for a pizza and a good time? For decades, Hubby's Pizza has been the go-to spot for family, friends, and fun. Reserve your table and bring the whole gang. Kids, family, teammates, whoever loves great pizza and good vibes. Dig into your favorite pizza, hit up the fresh salad bar, and let the kids have a blast in the arcade. And if the party's at your place, no problem. Hubby's now delivers through Grubhub and DoorDash. A community tradition, a place to celebrate. Acquire the Hubby's habit today.
Hello, Shelby.
Hello, Mariano.
Upload Mrs. Robinson's case.
Processing.
Is there any new information?
The record shows no driver at fault. However, we found footage which shows the other driver caused the wreck.
Nice job. What's the insurance company's offer?
You know it's too low. Should I ask them for more?
Thanks, Shelby. But you know when they hear from the heavy hitter, they'll pay much more.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Injured in a car wreck? Call the heavy hitter. Attorney Mariano Morales.
50% off annuals and vegetable starts at Queensgate Gardens. It's the end of spring and going fast. Open 10 to 3 on the 4th. Queensgate Gardens, where adventure grows at 50% off.
Apple Valley News Now viewer Alan Rither of Richland.
We really appreciate Apple Valley News Now being on the air. It's more a part of our community.
We love hearing from viewers. Email comments at applevalleynewsnow.com.
Coming up tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest, we'll have all your top stories and updates.
And finally, we're a little bit cooler. We'll have normal highs for the 4th of July weekend, but more heat looming for next week. I'll tell you just how hot tomorrow morning at 5.
All right, we are all out of time for tonight, but make sure you join us at 6 for continuing wildfire coverage.
We'll see you right back here at 6.